Alright everyone, hello and welcome back to another episode of Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate Demon Hunters. Thank you for joining us here today. It's been a few days since the last time we played. We have been doing a little bit of streaming in the meantime, all sorts of new games, Battlefield, the finals, a couple other things. So I'm really happy to get back into Demon Hunters. But let's go ahead and take stock of where we last ended up. Looking at the timeline, we did get some serious injuries, unfortunately. I say serious, 27 days, really not that long. In fact, we have Voldred from the previous mission who's still more injured than the 3 that we had received. So, despite that, we have Novak, Bosk, and I want to say perhaps it was the other uninjured guy that actually had level ups. So let's go ahead and take a look there in the barracks here. Yep, so it is Bask, Bors, and Novak with the level up. We'll start with Novak because it's very simple. So this guy just, well, I mean, he just goes up in level, which is super nice. So to take a look at his abilities, at level 2, he earns Deadshot and Ranged Crit Chance. So the Ranged Crit Chance is very simple. Deadshot, however, is a 15-turn cooldown 2 ammo attack, which instantly kills any organic unit. So going to be very, very useful in some of the upcoming battles against some of the earlier Chaos Space Marines. And I don't think that that affects Bloom Spawn, but you know what? It might. We'll take a look at that next time. Next up, we have Bors, our Justicar, who is also in Terminator armor. So let's take a look at his abilities. We know that he is 1 into health, 1 into Terminator armor. I think I am actually going to use him more as a tank, and in doing so, using Honor the Chapter, which gives any knight at any range +1 AP, could be extremely valuable for some of our more damage-focused individuals. In addition to that, we could also give that an upgrade, so it costs an extra willpower point, but also gives an additional AP. That could be incredibly valuable. Or alternatively, we could warp charge it for 2+ AP and +1 willpower for additional 2 total. I feel like right now that's not necessarily valuable. Let's go ahead and keep making him into a tank, looking at the other side. So he has the Aegis Shield, and this gives him an additional +1 on that armor for, I believe, a grand total of 4, yes. So he is going to be absolutely tanky. The only thing that's going to be affecting him is Rot. So let's go ahead and confirm that. And then last but not least, we're going to be looking at Bask. Maybe if I ever pronounce that right. So we have been working him towards the grenade area, and I think that's what we're going to continue to do, honestly. So we'll keep giving him an additional grenade, and then 1+ area could also be incredibly valuable. So we're going to max out this tree. I think we'll just go with the 2 for now, and then nice and simple. All right, and that finishes off our level ups here. We do have 1 more slot for a Grey Knight. We're not going to be recruiting it here. And as well, we do have slots for the Averser, Calexis, and Calidus Assassin. I will be getting those at some point in the future, but right now we do have a Grandmaster meeting coming up here, so we want to be able to save all of our resources for that, and then we'll go from there. Other than that, if we look at the ship status, we are currently in progress. We have 2 days left on the improved reactor output, which will be nice. Eventually we'll be able to go into the, not the Augurium, sorry, the defense systems, and recover our hull integrity. That's going to be important here in the near future. And then taking a look at our research menu, we do have the 24-day wait time to get Gate of Infinity, but we do have yet another Poxus seed from this last mission, so we have at least somewhere to go. All right, so right now I think we're just at the point where we want to start advancing time. We have noticed that there's a little bit more corruption over here, so if we ever get an Augurium upgrade or, you know, something else, we may want to take a look at this. We'll see. But in any case, so I'll be very interested to see what the Calexis, Calidus, and Averser look like. My guess would be that the Averser is quite tanky. Realistically, I don't know if that's just the way I'm thinking about them, or if they're going to have something like HP drain, but in any case. So we did finally unlock the improved reactor output, which gives us a lot of opportunities here. So Reactor 2, the Augmentation Chamber, which is quite nice. The Libris Malleus, which I believe increases the research speed, as well as the Warp Drive, which just grants us a pure 20% ship speed, gun batteries, void shields, and a repair. In addition to that, we also have the Meditation Chamber, which gives 50% plus XP, Stasis Chamber and Apothecarian, which allows us to eventually we can start bringing people back, which is super nice. But this is, I believe, done independently. So we have the Apothecarian Stasis Chamber and then the Surgical Unit. But apart from that, we can also get the Regeneration Unit, which could take, for example, our gentleman who has 43 days left and drop that down to, I want to say, what, 22, roughly? Depends on what we're looking at. But, okay. Anyway, definitely didn't mean to go there, but we did it anyway. I think we're going to start with the Augmentation Chamber here. And so that's 2 servitors in 24 days, but it does give us an additional servitor every 10 days. And I think that the earlier we get this done, the absolute better. So we'll start with that. And then the next thing on our docket is going to be the Grand Master's Report in 14 days. So let's get cracking there. We do have quite a bit of requisitions, so we should be able to at least have... Ooh.
I have pleasing news. Our brother has made a complete and near instantaneous recovery. Such occurrences are not unknown among the Astartes, but it is rare enough that the apothecaries have deemed him one of the Emperor's chosen, not needing any further augmentation.
Okay, there we go. Who needs a surgical bay when you can just have your guys repair themselves, instantaneously? Pretty sure that guy took 50 to 60 bullets the last time. So, all right, and we now have Bloom Spawn. 3 new missions. Let's see where they are. Ooh, okay, that could be quite toxic if we leave it lie. So, all right, we have 3 missions potentially. This one is relatively close. Gives us 2 requisition for the win. No critical injuries, so just no one dying for another requisition, and then 1 more requisition for the mission reward, in addition to the -1 corruption. We also have the option of getting a rank 3 apothecary. Ooh, that'd be quite nice. Tier 1 storm bolter and a tier 1 force weapon. If we take a look at this one down here, we have eliminate all seed carriers for a +2. No critical injuries again, +1, which is a good 3+, and then 2 grimoires, which would actually increase our research speed by 40%, which could be quite nice. Rank 3 Purgator, a tier 1 incinerator, and a tier 1 demon hammer. Also quite nice. And this is the one that scares me here. This scares me a little bit. 10 servitors, 2 requisition +1 if you don't die. I'm feeling like... So we're not going to be able to see what they have there. But I'm feeling like we should probably make our way down here to try and prevent this corruption. It's not exactly what I want going into the Grand Master's report, but let's see. How long would it take us to get here? Suppose I don't know that. But I do feel like, realistically, this over to here is going to be our best bet because we'll be able to get both of these missions done. If we go here and then back here, we will probably be able to get that done, but we will continue to lose this system over here. So we will not be able to, maintain everything, but I really do want to try our very best to maintain as much as possible. So. All right, and I am not sure if we have a prognosticar here. Looks like we do not, unfortunately. But that's okay. So this will give us 2 grimoires, which will be very, very nice. And then the Grandmaster's report is in 4 days, so we will take all of the possible requisition that we can. I think we'll be able to spend 1, so we may be able to take that tier 1 incinerator or the Purgator if it's valuable. Although, as I'm saying that, I think we might want to pass on the Purgator in favor of an apothecary. So we'll look between the incinerator and the demon hammer to see if they are worthwhile. Other than that, I think we can go from there. We'll take a look at our knights here. So let's bring out, we only have 5 guys available, so let's bring out Voldred. Let's bring out... Nope, not the other one. Basque, you will be replaced with your alternative Purgator Thule. Boars, I think we'll leave as is. You're going to be a very, very nice support here. And then Iolanthus, also injured, but it's our main guy. I think we'll bring in Harn here. Now, as far as weapons, we do have an additional Stormbolter, which I think we will equip to Harn, likely because he's not going to be doing as much melee, and will likely be doing a little bit more long-range engagements. Other than that, I don't think... Do we have any extra melee weapons? We have Condemnation, but I think that's a DLC. Yeah, I'm thinking these are all DLCs. Destroyer of Chrysalix, and then... No, we did actually get this. That is true. So, but this is not going to be valuable for us right now. And then I think that's pretty much all we want to do right now. So other than that, though, we do have an additional willpower point for Voldred. We have a grenade on Thule, Boars, and Harn, as well as some generic Stormbolters and melee weapons. Let's see. The Purgator, what are you going to be bringing to the field? The Psy Cannon. 5 damage at range 13, and then you have Overwatch. So, all right. I think that's what we want for right now. We have Quicksilver. We do have... Let's see. I don't think we have... Yeah, nothing else unlocked right now. Gate of Infinity should be coming here soon. But other than that, I think we're ready to go. So let's get to it. Alrighty, guys, and we're here. Pretty straightforward looking mission. Let's go and survey. We have the patrol here. We also have a seed carrier over here and a seed carrier over here. So it looks like 3 patrols from the get-go, assuming we don't have anything on the other side. So let's go ahead and move our guys up.
Your command. Yes, Commander.
We'll move this guy real close.
Yes, Commander.
And then...
Yes.
The Apothecary. We'll generally keep the Apothecary a little bit back. He does have a few support abilities that are going to be valuable here. So let's open up this squad right there and let's see what they got. Heavy Stubber. Looks like mostly light and heavy stubbers. I think I see that at least. So immediately what we could do is... Say we move you over here. We could pop some fire. That won't get all 4 of them, but doing 3 damage is going to be quite nice. And they'll be burning, which takes... What is it? 2 damage per turn? Okay, and they do that for 3 turns, so that's fine. We'll also Aegis Shield on you. So that'll give us 6. That'll be very, very resilient. At least, which is going to be very, very nice. Additionally, we could move to the side. We could do something. I don't really want to put them in too much danger, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to move him over here. And then, yeah, let's just do the 1 damage. And then we'll Aegis after this. Try and minimize the damage as much as we can. And then we'll move you over here. You could do some damage, realistically. That grenade's gonna hurt. Ooh, can we get you? We can. Yeah, let's get all 4 of you guys with a grenade. Alright, so you are going to take a little bit of damage, but that's okay. And then let's... Now, I don't recall if you do damage at the beginning of the turn or at the end of the turn, but... either way, if you move here, then you'll be able to do damage to you.
We bring
And then also damage. What was it? Armor breaks? Oh, so you must be shooting through the armor, so. Or through the heavy cover somehow? I don't know, but we'll take it.
justice.
Alright. That leaves one light stubber, the heavy stubber on the backside, and then also, I don't know, I think that's a light one. Looks to be. Okay. No worries there. Suppressed. Oh, I thought you would have taken some fire damage, but okay.
Die!
Completely blocked by our Terminator. Very nice. And then this guy takes an additional 2 points of damage. But he does die as a result of that. And our Terminator levels up. Excellent. Alright, so a little bit rough, but not the end of the world. Let's see, can we... What do we do here? We could kill you. And if we move you up here...
As ordered.
Hyper aggressive with our Purgator. But I think it'll be worthwhile.
For the Emperor.
Because that will unblock our Terminator. We can use Aegir to go and attack this guy, which will leave him with, actually, no AP. No AP remaining. So then if he does... Say this guy has 6 HP in total. Shooting through cover will do a -1, so 3 plus 3. So if we go here, we'll be able to kill him with Harn. And I'm not... Oh, shoot. Did I really... I did do that, didn't I? Darn. Alright. Inopportune. Well, let's go ahead and kill you with the heavy duty. Alright, you'll need to reload now, but that's good. And then you will have the ability to kill this guy. Excellent. Alright, and that's the first one done. Okay, everyone reloaded. Excellent. So then let's go... We'll engage with these guys first. Well, I don't know that that's a good idea, actually. Terminator leads the charge, though. That much is for sure. Then we may actually want to get our Purgator up here. It does leave him in a little bit of a rough spot. However,
Unleash me.
I still think it's going to be better than having nothing, so to speak. And you know what? Actually, here's what we'll do. We'll bring up the Apothecary, and we'll be able to cast some psychic abilities from there. But let's see where these guys are going to go. How close they're going to get. Very close, actually. All right. And let's just try and avoid these guys over to the right side here. In the meantime, though, you will probably activate the pod. Yes.
Foul intruders.
All right.
They will not prevail.
So it looks like one unit with ranged attack plus the shaman, and then a bunch of poxwalkers.
Purge the beasts.
All right, so he just gave them a buff, Swollen Flesh, which is 3 plus armor for 2 turns. Not very nice, I'll tell you that much, but we can definitely make something happen here. So if we go through this, it will kill all 3 of them. If we teleport, that won't kill all of them. You know, I would imagine, actually, that going here would not be the worst thing, but I also don't think it's going to be valuable enough. So let's look at this guy's abilities here. So he has range 10, deal 3, armor piercing, and ignores half cover, no crits. Causes warp instability. Weapon hex targets an enemy at range 10, disables melee for 1 turn. And then swollen flesh. So he has 13 health, 3 armor, which that's from swollen flesh. But other than that, he is immune to plagued and melee weapon. That's about it. So we want to make sure that we take this guy on in terms of the pox that he has, this green pox seed, or the bloom seed, as it were. Definitely want to make sure that that is done.
What is your will?
So I think actually what we're going to do is we are just going to hang back.
Bolter trained and ready.
And maybe do some Overwatch, actually.
What is your will?
So let's see
Yes, sir.
what we got here. Because we're not going to kill anyone
Ready to fire.
with a single shot. It doesn't really matter what we do or who we're, you know, doing it to. It's still not going to be the same. And then I think we'll Aegis Shield on you.
Shields us. Your command. Defenses active.
And then it might be worth actually trying to get a hit of bleed on this guy. We'll see. We may move up.
As you command.
We'll move you up, and I think we'll call it good there, actually. Because I don't really want to... I don't think that actually does anything. So, let's see how these guys move. Damage 3, ignores armor.
Fortress. Taste to death.
Oh, I really hope that... Oh, yes! Perfect. That was not our... I didn't realize you had the ability to attack. Nice, parry. Appreciate you, my man.
I see one.
And then that is a grenade launcher. All right.
It bleeds. It bleeds.
Easy enough. So these guys no longer have their armor, which means we are allowed to steal that pox seed. So it doesn't... Yeah, the pox seed doesn't actually do... Or we don't lose it
Glory
from
to
doing a
Cyphos.
melee, which is good.
Vengeance. Glory to Cyphos.
All right. And then I think... How do we want to play this?
Yes, Commander.
Might just be worth shooting you.
Your orders?
Although, alternatively, this might be nice. I think that actually works really well.
Affirmative.
There we go.
Terminate.
Perfect.
Praise the Emperor.
Now, we could knock you off. That would put you in a little bit of danger, but I think that'll be okay. Oh, it does not knock you off. Well, I screwed that one up, didn't I? Let's give you an additional ability point.
The Emperor lights our path.
And then if we use a Cybele, you are dead. So this guy has, at most, 3 damage that he can do to any of our knights, but it ignores armor, so it doesn't really matter what we do in the meantime anyway. We can, however, do a little bit of damage to him. And that is, in fact, what we'll do. Yes, you do. I understand that. Can you reach him? Oh, you just can't reach him. That's so unfortunate. We could just give you bleed 3.
Face the Emperor's judgment.
Let's do that. You will lose the armor at this turn, but it's likely that if he doesn't attack, he'll probably push that out, so...
I am with you.
And then we'll move the Purgator up here. He cannot attack, but it's okay. So let's go ahead and reload. All right, and then lastly, let's get you into cover. So he will probably attack Voldred, or not Voldred. Is that Voldred? I think so. If he doesn't do that, okay. So the Purgator's taking the vast majority of the damage. All right, and you are channeling. Uh-oh. That's a lot of Poxwalkers. 5 in total. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. That's an easy finish. And then you're not able to get in there, so let's move you down.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, what an idiot. What did I do that for? Alright.
These wounds.
Use the Narthecium to bring you up to a little bit higher health. You're still going to take some good damage here, but
As you will.
oh well. I think it's better to have you at high health and still take a little bit of damage than not take anything, or, you know, not be able to fix you up when we need it later. And then last but not least, let's drop that Resurrection Emblem, and we should be done with the turn. And we'll just bring you back to support in the meantime. Oh, there's a third one. Didn't realize that. Oh, are you doing? You're gonna attack too. Darn it! I didn't realize you guys attacked at the same turn that you spawned. But we parried that. We'll take 2 damage from the other Poxwalker. Or 3. No, 2 damage. And you summon more of them. Alright, now is the time for the teleport strike. Wait, can we... Oh. Is that out of range? Oh, no. That is out of range, unfortunately. Now, on the flip side, though, we do have quite enough to actually fight you guys.
Fool. I'm here to serve.
I feel like it might just be easier to do a 4-strike.
For the Golden Throne.
And then if we pop a... I don't think we need to pop a grenade on that. You have 7 WP. So yeah, you're definitely fine. Just do the attack. Just an easy fix. And then our last group is going to be moving up here. So let's go ahead and take the high ground. Obi-Wan has always taught us that. And then we'll be able to get some good shots on them from above. And I would like to, if at all possible, get them before we have more reinforcements.
All spec sensors detecting nearby foes.
And then the last guy we gotta move here is our Terminator. Alright. Alright. I think we're doing a lot better than we did last time. It's a lot better than we did the last time. I know we took some damage on our Purgator, but it, you know, all in all, it's not been so bad. Now I say that, and I think the next mission is going to be a little bit tougher, just a little bit, but you know, never mind that. Oh, so we do have another patrol. So let's actually try. Oh, these are Chaos Space Marines. Okay.
Foe sighted.
Ooh, dang. I'd really like to pop that off.
Your command.
See, I think we could do that. Yeah. So that'll do a little bit of damage, pop off their armor. I think that armor should come back in the next turn. Yeah. But nonetheless, it still keeps them out of cover. So at least they have to make some sort of movement, and then we can move from there.
Yes. What is your will?
We'll move you up. Pop the Aegis. And then I think we'll just pop the Aegis on you two and see what the Chaos Space Marines do. Alright, and they are just moving straight forward. Ah, one of them has a Pox Flamer. Oh man, wouldn't it be nice to have our instant kill from the Vindicare right now? Alright, so that's an Overwatch as well. We could definitely go down and melee them. Whether or not that's the smart thing to do, I'm not sure. Let's see. No, don't want to Narthesium you, but what kind of resiliences do you have? Only immune to plague and no resistance. So, let's go ahead and give you guys both bleed. Earlier is better. And then the Pox Flamer does plagued for 3 turns, but doesn't actually do any immediate damage. So not good, but certainly not the worst thing that we could be dealing with.
Unleash me.
So if we move down here, we'll do that. Drop you down to very low health, as well as drop the Overwatch. So that opens you up to engagements from our Purgator, who is at, I want to say maximum. Yep. So we could just, like, pump you full of lead or Psybolts. And I think that's actually what we're going to do here. Psychic Onslaught doesn't do anything. It's just an AoE effect. And then I think, actually... do we want to give Voldred the kill so that our Purgator can reload? I think that might actually be the play here, because then Voldred can teleport wherever he needs to, and we'll go from there. And we get to see him cut in half. Let's give it. Let's give it to Voldred here. All right. Now, aside from that, you probably need to Aegis. Yeah, you need to Aegis. And then I would not be surprised if... So we could knock him up here, but it's not like it's going to make a difference, because we're not going to be pushing through that plague. Alternatively, we could just shoot him. So in order to get maximum damage, we would need to be, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. Not sure that's worth it.
Unleash me.
Let's see, what do you get? So you do get not only the 4 damage, but an armor break. It might be worth giving you... Yeah, we'll do that. Because we want to make sure that this guy goes down as quick as possible. So we'll give you 1 plus AP, 1 plus...
Your command.
Break another point of his armor. Bring him down to 7 HP.
Empty.
And then you need to reload next turn. But otherwise, I think we're doing pretty okay here. So he has 7 HP, so there's really no point in trying to kill him outright right now. So we'll Aegis, do a little bit of damage, and kill him on the next turn. Uh-oh.
Securing position.
That's not good. Alright. Not good. But hey, the bleed is good. We like the bleed. Ow. Tactical miscalculation. Alright, hobbled on the Purgatory. Not so bad. Definitely not the worst thing that we've ever dealt with. Now what we could do...
Unleash me.
So that takes 2, but might expose us. Ooh, but that might expose us to the other patrol. I think it's definitely going to be worth it, but we need to make sure that we kill these guys first. So let's let... So you need to reload.
Weapon rearmed.
Let's let you shoot first, because you do the armor break. And I think you can actually just kill right here. Yeah. So let's give you the kill there. Get the extra XP. Absolutely destroy him, which is always fun. See if we can get a grenade. That'll knock him closer to our guy, hopefully. Hopefully. Nope. Doesn't knock him closer at all. Ha! Darn. But it does break his armor, so that's at least a positive. And then if we do this... Oh, please don't... Ah, darn it. Alright, well...
The unfaithful are here. Ready yourselves.
That's not the worst case scenario. But we gotta get that pox.
That's all the seeds accounted for, Commander. But there are warp disturbances
Alright, there we go.
nearby. We will begin teleport extraction immediately.
Alright, so we have 3 turns till extraction. We're not going to be able to fight 2 sides, but it might be worth trying to get... Let's get you another AP, so we can at least get you behind cover.
I'm here to serve at once.
So given that the reinforcements are coming in from here, let's at least try to set up a barricade or something similar to it so that we can fire on them from above. And then I think that's pretty much all. Yeah. We'll Aegis shield you just out of good habits and get on our way. Alright, so they have swollen flesh. It's all good. They're going to have to charge at us pretty hard in order to get that done. Oh. That's a long-range shot. I would have for sure thought he was going to do suppressive fire, which would have been much more damaging. But I'm happy that he didn't. Alright. So, moving on here. Let's get you up here and away from the combat. You've taken a bit of damage, so we're going to take 2 bits of potentially heavy damage here.
Your orders?
Let's see, what do you have? 2 willpower remaining. I wouldn't mind using that to get you done. Let's see if we can get it from here. Yep, we are able to get the bleed. It's not going to be very, very useful, but if we have the opportunity to kill them, we'll need to take it. If for no other reason than because we want to make sure that we can. That kills him instantly. It does take 3 AP, but you do have, you're pretty resilient.
I am here to serve.
See, we're not going to be able to do anything there. Could do additional fire damage if we move. And then the next turn, get that done. Can't shoot that down. And then if we move here, we are opening ourselves up potentially to some shots from the back. I do think it's actually going to be worth it. Man, that's a little tricky, actually. You know what? Let's just try to be safe.
I am with you.
Let's just try to be safe. I don't want to take any more damage than I need to. We already got a ton of good XP. We got good Pox seed damage. And then we have no critical injuries. So I'd like to keep it that way, if at all possible.
I have sanctified my realms.
And I think this will be pretty much it. The enemy's not really going to be able to do too much damage. Yeah, okay, swollen flesh. Plus the bleed, though.
Cannot see us. Overwatch.
And I did not see any grenades, so all we need to do is make a break for it on this last turn, and we should be good to go.
Gods, watch over me. Eat this.
Would you stop blowing holes in my Grey Knights? Folger's going to be out for another 35 years again. Unfortunate. All right, let's get our boys to drop down here, and I think that should be pretty darn close to the end of the mission, if not the end of the mission.
Onward, brothers. Unleash me.
Wait, what? Oh, okay.
Pain is beneath me. Yes,
Well, that was
Commander.
unnecessary damage, but oh well. All right, and that should be all for this mission. Let's make sure that everything goes well, and hopefully no one takes 35 damage here in the last turn, but ooh, a double dose of 100% Chaos Fury. I've never actually seen that go off that way. I'm assuming it just goes to maximum, but
Come at me now.
man, whoever did the voice acting for those guys, phenomenal.
Barely a scratch.
All right, I stand corrected. In any case, more damage than we'd like, but hey, we finished the mission. And we got 2 Poxa seeds out of it. So let's see what we get on the XP side of things. And also, unfortunately, on the wounds side of things, we are pretty low on fighters right now. All right, let's check the blood spatters. Looks like we have 1 light injury, 1 regular injury, and 2 no injuries? Question mark? Not sure. We do have 12 requisition, actually. In that case, unless there's a really defined reason for me to take these, I may not. 5 damage is nice. The Purgator we decided against, but also 4 damage plus a 2+ damage for the 4 strike. That's kind of nice. We're going to get something later. We're going to ignore that. See, okay, only light wounds actually on both of these guys. I'm impressed. And then also a promotion available for Aegir Harn. Nice. All right, well, that mission definitely ended a lot better than I expected. Thank you for joining us. We're going to be looking at the promotion next time in the next episode, and then after that, we will be going immediately on to that rank 3 mission with the green Poxus Bloom, and we'll be seeing you then. Have a good night, everyone.